Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration, I'm using the Planner Piece Merry Christmas Gnome Sayin box. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so we're 2 weeks into our Christmas decorations and I'm going to go a little bit minimalist, I think. Maybe a little bit. I'm going to use the Planner Piece Merry Christmas Gnome Sayin box. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I'm not 100% sure I can do this, but I'm going to give it a try. So, I have the stuff from the kit. So I have a postcard, I have the stickers, I have a dashboard, I have some note paper, I have some washi tape, and I'm bringing a couple of other little bits and pieces along the way. So I'm going to start with some whiteout, because I'm going to white out the December on the top, because I know I want to put the washi tape there. I'm a little bit, I love these boxes. These boxes are great. Sometimes I wish they had a few more stickers though, because I'm a little worried about some of the colours, but I will make it work. So I'm going to start with the washi. It's this gorgeous red with kind of brown gingerbready kind of features in it. I may also take the countdowns off. I'm not quite worked that one out yet. We'll get there. Start with the tape, same way as always, just putting it down across my line at the top, and then I'll just trim off the excess. I'm going to do it across all four and we'll just have the exact same, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be back in just a sec. Oh, I'm loving this already. So I'm going to take, I've got a lot happening this week. They're not big things, but they're just things. So, those things I know they're Thursday, those things I know they're Tuesday, and then that's Friday. So I'm going to try and leave the countdown stickers. I think I'll have to move them, but I'm just going to try for now and see if they'll manage to fit there. I'm going to pull in, so I went looking through my stash for some gold what's the word I'm looking for? Gold date covers, and I don't have any. There's some coming. So what I thought I'd do instead was I thought I'd go green, because there's a lot of green here. Like there's obviously all the red in the actual washi tape, but there's not a lot of green. Like there's lots of other colours of green. And I sort of thought that these greens kind of match each other a little bit, so that'll pull all those colours in together. So I'm going to go ahead and also put these down, and then I'm all going to use the numbers. I think I've still got some numbers in this one. This is my ultimate sticker book. I love this thing, and I may use a couple of other bits and pieces out of it too to join it all together. Date dots? I do. I still have some date dots. So we're going to use the teal, put these down, and we'll come back with some more deco. I am going to wipe these out as well. I wasn't going to, but I can just see them through my sticker, so I'm just going to wipe these out too. It's a question I've had asked once or twice, and even I sort of think about it occasionally, is why don't I get just like plain, because I do cover the dates up more often than I leave them, and I know that, but it's I don't know, it's a thing so I can sort of look through it at any point and be able to put something in there, like a post-it note or whatever, even though I cover it up. It's just I would prefer to do it this way, but I can completely understand why people sort of go, why don't you just get plain paper? It would be so much easier. think that'll work eventually. It looks a little funny at the moment, but it will get there. Now what I'm thinking, so this is a dashboard. I don't want to use it as a dashboard because I never, not that I never use them, but I'm not a dashboardy kind of fan. So you know what, let's have some fun with this. Like not monthly dashboards, not like this. So I'm going to have some fun with it. Ugh. I knew I had a Sharpie there somewhere. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm trimming a little bit on the side so that it matches up with my insert. I'll just check that that now fits. Yep. And then I'm going to cut a little bit off at the top and the bottom for the same reason. I just want it to fit a little bit more. I love these Christmas trees, by the way. Okay, still looks fine. I haven't made it look too big or too small or too anything. And then I'm kind of debating doing two things. On the back, I want to have this, and then I think I'll get some vellum, maybe? I've had this stashed away for so long. I bought this at Spotlight probably 2, maybe 3 years ago. I just want to use it. I don't know. So it's this gorgeous star pattern. Oh. And in fact, I want to use it twice. I'm going to make a little front bit so it's going to sit right over the top. And then I'm also going to put some on the back to have like a little pocket. And then I won't mount this properly, but I'll have it so that it sits just here. Oh, that's going to look so cool. Alright, so to start off with, we need to do the big bit. Could have it silver or gold. I'm going to go with gold because it's got the gold on the other side. And I'm actually going to bring in some other gold bits in a minute. That's why I wanted to have gold numbers, gold dates. But anyway, doesn't matter. I'm also just going to fix one more thing. When I cut this, I didn't cut it straight, and I knew I didn't. I was trying to line it up properly, and I messed it up. So there we go. Now she's straight. There we go. So got to get in my big trimmer, not my brig trimmer, my big trimmer. And I always cut it just a little bit bigger because I figure it's easier to trim it down than it is to try and make it bigger. So then I'm going to bring in my little cutting trick, which I have a feeling is not going to work particularly well here. Because usually I would line this up and have it sit so I can butt up against it, but it's going to be a little close, but we'll give it a shot. Just checking that I didn't make a mark anywhere. And then again, just having it a little bit bigger so that I can trim off excess if I have to. Oh, how pretty is that? Okay, so then we line it up. We need to cut off a teensy little bit more on the top and then a little bit more on the side. While I've got this out, if I trim this one to be the same width, then I can just trim the size off to be able to put that down on the back for the pocket. Okay, so punching and then sticking. And like I said, we'll pull in some other stars. I have an idea for some secondary stars in a sec that'll join these two together. It just needed a little something special, and this fixes the problem. Because it's acetate and because I don't want to punch this in the wrong spot, I'm just holding this down with some washi tape while I punch the holes. Completely don't have to do this, it's just me being pedantic, but there's the flippy. And the cool thing is when you flip it the other way, you're going to get those silver stars, which are going to look really cute too. And then for this side, I just want to see where that "'Tis the Season's" going to sit. I'm going to cut it. I don't want it to be too high. I really want it to sit sort of lowish. So I'm just going to put it there. That was the smallest mark I could possibly make, because that's my permanent marker. I didn't realise until after I did that that was the permanent one. But anyway, usually I'm clever and I use the whiteboard marker. But anyway, and then to stick this down, because I don't want it to be too obvious, but I feel like it's going to be no matter what I do. So I'm gonna use some strong double-sided tape, and then if this is really bad, I'll cover it up. But we'll just see what it looks like first. Good thing is this stuff comes up too, so if it doesn't look good, I can just pull it up. Now I'm deliberately going straight over the holes, because I'll punch into them, and that way it'll sort of stick. Was that the right edge? Was that the low one? No, it was this one. I knew it wasn't that one. That's going to be perfect. Like I said, this could fail miserably, and it might have to be something else, but I don't mind giving it a try, seeing what we get. I'm going to punch this before I take the tape off. That way you don't get the sticky everywhere. Now I'm secretly hoping that it wouldn't do that. That it'll just sort of disappear. I don't know if it will. But all it has to do is disappear about 90% and I'll be happy. And that's about 90%. I can see it. I think you can see it. But I think it's subtle enough that your eyes aren't drawn to it. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to give that we'll see how we go. I may change my mind and cover it up afterwards, but that's enough at this point. So I'm just punching those other holes. We'll put this "'Tis the Season." And then I can put in a couple of these. I think these are going to be too tall. Yeah, they are. I still put them in here. They're just going to be too tall, but that's fine. I'll think about it. I can fold them over and have them. But there we go. We've got a little flippery thing. Alright, now we get to use all the stickers. So, things I know I have. Tuesday needs a box. Tuesday needs a biggish kind of box. Ooh, I kind of like those two greens together. That looks cool. Tuesday with a box. And Tuesday needs a stripe. And I'll write all these in a second so you'll be able to see what they are. Like I said, I'm trying to keep... I may have to move a few of my countdowns, but I think I can leave most of them. I'm going to use the red one to cover up my bits and pieces here. Oh, I love that red. So pretty. And I'll put this one on the other side. I will move the countdown for the 17th. I'll just move that one over. So I'll just grab some undo. Not the 17th, the 17. The day 17. It's actually the one on the 8th. It's very confusing. Well, that's just drying off. So Thursday's got a lot of stuff off. There's a lot of stuff on. I'm going to use the candy cane. And I'm also going to use this red one. I'm going to grab, there's a little TV icon. Now I'm horrible at using the icons. I don't ever seem to do it, but the new Sex and the City show premieres on Thursday. I think it'll actually end up being on Friday for us, but at least I'm aware that it's coming. And I can put that in there, so that's what that's for. It's called And Just Like That. It's on HBO. I'm an original Sex and the City fan. Although I really only caught the last couple of seasons because I wasn't that old, but anyway. And then Friday needs a big box. Well, actually, it doesn't need a big box. It needs a box. Let's do that one. And then I'm going to bring in the little checklist. I have a lot of mail coming at the moment. I don't know what I did or why I did it, but I have a lot of mail coming, so whoops. And I'm actually going to, I don't have any birthdays on. Yes, I do. Wow, it's a busy week. I just realised I have 2 birthdays on this week. So I'm just doing some sticker surgery to this one because I don't have any appointments. That can be my happy mail list. I'm going to grab this little pink. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the green one to kind of cover that. And I'm going to bring in some of the gnomes. We're going to use the red one over this side. I'm going to use him to... No, Thursday's too busy. These gnomes are gorgeous, by the way. I'm going to use the little green gnome. Oh, I broke his hat. I broke the gnome's hat. Thankfully, I can fix the gnome's hat. There we go. You'd never know it. We'll put the birthday one on Tuesday as well. Whew, that's a busy day. And then we've got a present and a candy cane. I'm going to use this candy cane to cover up this little splotch. Got a present. I feel like I need a little bit more pink over this side, so we'll use that there. I only have 1 box left. I don't think I need to use it. I'm just going to put in all these little bits and pieces. I'm also going to grab, I know it's not quite a birthday, like this looks like a little birthday cake. It's not actually a birthday, but my mother's group's just meeting for a coffee, so I'm just going to put the little cake there and then just write mother's group. And then I've got time, I've spot there for the time because we're not sure on that yet. It's also Lawn Fawn release day on Thursday, so if you're a Lawn Fawn fan, make sure you don't forget that one. And then Tuesday, oh, I put the wrong, bugger. Okay, I put the wrong one on there, so I'm going to pull that one up. I should have used the undo, I didn't. Now I suffer the consequences. I'm just going to do a little bit of sticker surgery on this one. Whoops, might be a bit close. It's alright, it'll be fine. Whew. That might have just been a little close, but it'll be fine. So that's Charlotte 40 weeks. Last but not least, we've just got to put in daycare stickers. So Monday, woohoo, finished a sheet. Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. And then also swimming lessons on Thursday. There's lots of icons on Thursday. Alright. It doesn't look like much. Oh! One more thing. Sorry, there's one more thing. I have made myself some stickers for cricket season, because cricket season is upon us. I'm not going to put a sticker in for every night of the Big Bash, because if I did that, there would be nothing else but cricket stickers. But I am going to put them in for the days, like the first day of each of the tests. So I'm just going to do that quickly. And of course, that day happens to be, oh, Wednesday. Thank goodness it starts on Wednesday. For a minute I thought it started on Thursday, and I'm like, no, please don't make me put another sticker on Thursday. I don't have anything left. I just made these up myself. These are just using an image off the internet. Where are my tweezers? That I cut them on my silhouette. Nothing fancy. It just says cricket. And I'm just going to have on there which test match it is and where it is. So this one will be the Australia v England. And it's the first game of the series. So first match of the series. First test, that's what I wanted. That's at the Gabba. So obviously it will go for 5 days, but I'm just going to have the first day because it doesn't always go for 5 days, so, you know. The big bash actually starts on Sunday, today, starts tonight. So if you're a cricket fan, you're about to get your, cricket's worth. So there we go. Oh, those stars look so good. And they look really pretty. Oh, that's what I was going to do. More stars. Wait a minute. So these are just some little gold stars from Monique Plans. Another store that hasn't quite reopened yet, but I'm sure she won't be far away. And I'm just going to put a couple of random ones around the place just to sort of bring in a little bit of the other, like the stars from this. So there won't be many, maybe five or 3 per page. Just think they just bring a little bit of a sparkle. And I'm deliberately kind of trying to make them. That one's apparently staying there. Look like they're sort of falling, sort of my idea. I don't know why they're all falling down that side in a straight line, but they are. Having thoughts, do I not have anything on next weekend? That's not normal. There we go, now they're all joined up. So the stars are sort of all brought in by having some of that, but it just looks very pretty. I actually really like it with the green. I think that's really come up lovely. And it looks really pretty even if you have it that way. So yeah, I actually really like the minimalistic kind of one of this one. It's the fun part of that box. It stretches you. It makes you look at something and go, okay, how do I make that into a planner week? So it's a little bit of fun. It's a little bit of creative stretching that I find really enjoyable. So I think this box is still available if you're still interested. I will link it down below for my unboxing, but also where you can get it from. Planner Piece do such a great job with their kits every other month, so thank you so much again to Jess for sending this one to me. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and check out last week's weekly decoration as well, which was also Christmas themed using the Kmart collection. There will also be a Christmas decoration next week, so make sure you come back or just subscribe so you don't miss that one when it goes up. I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome week, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!